Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Thursday, May 4th, 2017 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi, and our energy mantra for today is based around the revelation of intention. And it's just simple. It's intentional purpose, purposeful intention. And so I want you to remember that today. Intentional purpose, purposeful intention. Keep coming back to the revelation of intention and let that guide you. So today we actually have a pretty simple easy astro day overall. We have the moon shifting into Virgo. So the moon in Virgo is ruled in part by Mercury energy. So this can stimulate the thinking. You know, Virgo has that reputation for being the nitpicker, and I think that is that Mercury application in there, you know, that like, oh, I see all the things, I can figure out all these things. That's beautiful, and you can work with that in a non-nitpicky way. But Virgo is also the healer, and so there are, you know, on all signs, the levels through which you utilize the energy. And on the highest level, Virgo doesn't necessarily nitpick, but it sees the whole, the holiness, the healing. And so we can hold that. So recognize that through intentional, purposeful thought, mindfulness, thought, action, or mindfulness today as you move with this energy. Now I want to mention we have Mercury direct, and Mercury now direct is moving back into close quarters with Uranus energy, which is going to stimulate the mental energy along with this. So you might find yourself getting mental, but it's up to you. How are you going to focus and utilize this mental energy? So that being said, we have one connection today between the moon in Virgo, besides the North Node. It's actually going to be hanging out on the North Node, which we'll talk about a little bit. But besides that, we have the moon squaring Mars. So Mars in Gemini, again, this brings in this mental energy. So you may find yourself going in two directions with this mental energy. The moon in Virgo may bring that nitpicky thing, and then that Mars in Gemini is like, but I want to know, I want to know. Don't get caught up. Remember, in a square, we still have the same goal. We're coming from two different directions towards the same goal. What I encourage with this moon in Virgo is listening to your body, honoring your body with the energy of Gemini. Honor the curiosity. Honor the parts of yourself that wants to know. Gemini energy is so great for making connections. So allow the connections to happen by not getting into the nitpicky thing, but instead registering what's happening and what you're feeling in your body. What I feel overall is like, again, remembering, what is my motivation? Revelation is my motivation. Intention is my revelation, or my motivation. Being purposeful. Purposeful in order to what is the word? Mercury is direct. This shouldn't be happening anymore, right? But we still are in shadow. To be productive. Purposeful production. Don't get caught up in the minutia. That's I think the thing that could happen today, that there might be that caught upness in the details. There's no need to get caught up in the details. So this moon meeting up with the node and this nodal finale, like I said, this is really about listening to and honoring the wisdom that your body is offering you. Listening to your body so that your body can take you with ease and grace into this place of creation, love, all those things that are going to come with the North Node in Leo. So honoring the wisdom of your body. That also goes hand in hand with the fact that we still have this Jupiter yod going on. So tomorrow we're going to have the Sun in conjunct Jupiter. And in conjunction is one part of a yod. So we have Neptune in Pisces on one hand feeding into this, pointing at Jupiter. And then the Sun in Taurus also feeding into this yod in Jupiter that's saying, hey, this is important. Don't forget this. Jupiter retrograde in Libra is all about that self-care, that self-love, about finding your worth and finding that place into taking it into yourself. Neptune's that flow. This is a spiritual flow. We're all going here. We're being led here. We're being thrown into this thing, you know, for spiritual purpose. There's divine spiritual purpose for all of us. Oh, I've got that here. We are the world that's leading us into this. So honor this flow and where it's taking you. The sun is our solar energy. So our solar energy that's taking us into our production, that's taking us into our purpose, is feeding into this. Are you honoring your soul? That's a big part of the cards that I pulled. So this is the solar power that's feeding into this energy. And I spell that S-O-U-L-E-R, not solar, like S-O-L-A-R. So our solar power that's guiding us into this, the self-care. Show up for yourself. This moon in Virgo over the next 2.5 days is a really potent time for this self-care work. And like I said, to finish up this nodal finale energy. Now I've got some interesting cards. I've got control, and that can be that nitpicky Virgo energy. If you find yourself going into that place of control, what can you do to let it go? And where are you coming from? Chances are, if you're falling into that control thing, you are looking at these past things and you're not in this now moment. Be here now, this place of pure potentiality, pure potentiality and pure possibility. Get in the revelation of your intention in this moment and the purpose of this moment so that you can be purposeful intentionally. But I want to mention these are both 5s, which 5 is a card of the mind. So again, it's saying the mental energy. So are you going to fall into this place where you're thinking about the past, clinging to the past, or are you going to fall into the possibility of the now? It's up to you where you are going to focus your mind. And notice where you're at in this control state. You know, control. You know, there's a vibrational scale, I think, with every energy. Control, it gets a bad rap, you know? But however, that's kind of what we do with our minds. Like, focus is another word of saying control. So your mind may be like the monkey on the leash, which is like, I'm going to climb this tree, I'm going to climb this tree, I'm going to climb this tree. And you're like, dude, there's lions in those trees. Do you really want to climb that tree, monkey? The monkey's like, oh, maybe I should go like swing on this tree with these bright green leaves that look so pleasant in this moment instead of climbing this old, this old tree. It's up to you to control, allow the light in, the light of this moment in, to allow the potentiality. In general, I'm not a control fan. I'm not into that, but there's times. Focus is an element of control. And the universe is like, you're ready for this. Things are happening. Things are blooming. So, really, if you can work with your mind, with the pathways of your mind, I think today is going to be a relatively chill day. The cards I have, I love the cards I have today. I can make a career of living happily ever after. This is card 44, master number, and I'm going to read this because I like this. A very good career choice would be to gravitate toward those activities and to embrace those desires that harmonize with your core intentions. Ah, there's intention, which are freedom, growth, and joy. Make a career of living a happy life rather than trying to find work that will produce enough income that you can do the things with your money that will then make you happy. When you're feeling happy, it is of paramount importance to you, or when feeling happy is of paramount importance to you, and what you do for a living makes you happy. You have found the best of all combinations. So, make a career of living happily ever after. I love that. And from Sacred Creators, what does your soul say? The solar importance, your solar power. And I really like some of the questions that they lead here, and I think this goes so hand in hand with this and this intentional energy. What does your soul say? Are you focusing on the positive, on what you have, or are you focusing on what you don't have? That's that clinging to the past energy right there. Are you busy with hard work, or are you joyously doing work that you love? Oh my gosh, here it is. I love how this all connects. Are you working from a place of not enough, fear of failure, and of a lack of passion, or are you lovingly building a soulful foundation that makes your heart sing? Are you running away from what you don't want in life? This one to me is key. Are you running away from what you don't want in life, or are you running towards your dreams? What is your motivation? There's that. What is that motivation? When you feel truly happy, okay, sorry, reading this wrong. Still retrograde in my head. When do you feel truly happy, and what is the source of your passion? Ask yourself these things. Get into this energy. Get juicy with it. Get purposeful and intentional with this energy. And then it finishes with, what say you, soul? What does your soul say? This is a beautiful opportunity to focus this mental energy into colliding with your soul, your solar power, your intentional solar power, and bring these revelations and bring this shift. Like I said, the next week about, not quite, but next week about will be strong mental energy as Mercury and Uranus dance around some more together. So let's aim high vibrational with this mental energy so we can stay in a place of peace within ourselves and bring peace to the rest of the planet. So that's it for today. Just that. Have a beautiful day. Book a reading if you want to dive deeper into your own personal chart, and I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.